What's going on, everyone in the YouTube world? This is the Cockney biker. Look, I'm just going to come out with it. I've got vlogger's block. Between last year and recently, I mean, me and Shay and Dawn have been out on our bikes numerous times. And I've been out on Cherry here, my BMW K1600 for, several times, and I've been chatting and vlogging and talking and all that, and I just can't seem to come up with anything that I like. Every subject that I sort of touch on is like it's either irrelevant or nothing to do with motorcycles or vlogging, and it's just ramblings, and I don't know, or if I do come up with something or think of something half decent, it's already been done. So I don't know. I'm really sorry. It's been months. I know it's been like since last year since I put anything out on YouTube, and I apologise about that. But like, COVID had its own strains, its own issues, because we were like sitting at home most of the time. Granted, we could have gone for a ride, but I just couldn't go for a ride unless I had a destination, an actual place to go to. So when we was working in the office, then I'd get up, jump on Cherry once in a while, go for a ride, go to work, think of something to vlog about on the way back, and vlog. I don't want to stop the vlogging. I don't want to pack up the channel or anything like that. Or I don't get me wrong. It's just that for the moment I'm just stuck. I'm stuck at that. It was the best of times. It was what? I don't know. Maybe you get as well. I mean, there's a lot of vloggers out there who they sort of take time off and like half a year here or a few months there, as they just sort of try to renew themselves and try to take another stab at a different type of material. And I don't know, as I'm getting older and all that, maybe I don't think I'm as funny as I used to be. But that's my scenario. That's my issue, and that's why I haven't been online for so long. And I have not I've even gotten a whole bunch of messages and Twitter messages saying, hey, you're going to put something out or what? I haven't. I mean, the channel's been kind of rolling merrily along on its own. But writer's block or vlogger's block is a real, oh my god, I get it now. I just sort of suck, because you could be sitting there and at home thinking of something amazing to say. Oh, if I go on a vlog, I can talk about this amazing subject, something you might have seen on the news or read in a paper or whatever. And when you do jump on the bike, you're like, you fumble it, you get it wrong, you can't articulate it. Or you put something together and it's sort of, and the quality's just not there. It's like, no, it's not what I expected. The subject wasn't as good as I'd imagined it to be. The topics, the direction of the conversation isn't going the way I was expecting it or wanting it to go. But that's the way it goes. But like I said, I mean, in other news, a few weeks ago we just got back from England, me and Shay. We took a trip. We went off to visit some friends and some family. Went to see her granddad, and my dad, I don't know, is he 97 or he was born in 1924, but he was born in December of 1924. So I think that makes him 96, 97 this year, or at least in December. He's a World War II vet. He served with Her Majesty's Northumberland Regiment. Well, His Majesty's Northumberland Regiment. The Queen wasn't the Queen back then. Of course, we met up with Red. Oh, that sort of reminds me about something here. Here is the Spoon of Destiny. I have brought it with me so that I can demonstrate my loyalty and fealty to Uncle Red. Actually, it was a silly story about how wood spoons became a thing. And how I missed out on an opportunity for it to have been a better story. You see, what happened is that, like, I already explained it, and so yeah, he's right. We went to visit him, and like we spent about 3 or 4 days up there, up in where he lives. I got to meet his dad. Hi, Alan. Hope everything's well with you, sir. It was an absolute honour to spend a bit of time with you. But anyway, so we got to hang out with Red, and I'd just come down with, like, I don't know if it was a cold or flu. It wasn't COVID because I had a test. But I came down with something, so I was like on the Lemsips, and I felt really rough, had a fever and all that. And so I'd asked Shay to go to the shops for me and pick up some odds and ends. So yeah, she did me a favour. She came back with, like, you know, I don't know why, but she came back with about 7 tubs of bloody yoghurt. Of course, all I really wanted was some Lucasade. I haven't had that for ages, so yeah, I had to go for that. But yeah, so she comes back with all of this yoghurt, and I'm like, well, where's a spoon I'm going to eat it all with? She's like, oh, oops. So of course, I'm on the phone, Red, yeah, can you bring a spoon? And he did. He brought this nice long, like kind of bronzy spoon, and I thought, okay, I should have stolen it. I should have nicked it. Brought it back to America and been, aha, the spoon. But like an idiot, I didn't want to steal something from my friend, and it's like, that's thieving. I should have though, because it would have been a great story, and then made an amazing comeback story to actually return to England and bring the spoon back to him. But no, me like an idiot, I gave it back. I mean, then again, I didn't really think it was his. I thought it was his dad's. But we could have expanded on that. But no, we just now carry our own spoons. A sort of cross-Atlantic thing. So really, that spoon is like kind of an indication as to where you could have gone, the decisions that, you know, you make in life. What would have made it a better story? Obviously, we saw Buckingham Palace, Trafalgar Square. We saw the Tower Bridge, and of course, like, we were on the Eye. 30 bloody £1 each just to go once around. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a bit of a jip. But, you know, she had to do it. She'd been gasping to do that for ages, so I was like, alright, fine, fair enough. It was a great time. I really enjoyed it. You know, it didn't piss down with rain. It threatened on a couple of occasions, but other than that, you know, the weather wasn't too bad. Shay absolutely loved it. She didn't want to come home. I do miss England though, from time to time. I have to admit. When we were there, it was like really strange. I mean, all these, obviously, these new buildings have all gone up, like the walkie-talkie. I always knew about, like, the cucumber, whatever it was called. But there's this new, like, weird triangular shaped building they threw up there. It's like a mega skyscraper. It's called the Shard. But like, yeah, we sort of took photos of all these weird buildings, and it's like, it's just really weird. Like, it was like deja vu. Like, you've been there, you knew it, you knew how to get from one place to another. I knew the tube, the buses, and like, so me and Shay travelled all over the place. But seeing this whole new, all these new buildings, these new structures and things, and I did feel a bit like sad flying back though, because, you know, obviously it's home. I mean, people would ask me, you know, do you ever miss England? You know, I've been here for like 20 years in the United States. So they're like, you know, you ever miss England? I'm like, well, you miss anywhere you're from. I mean, even if you were born in some flipping shantytown slum gaff outside flipping, you know, some derelict part of the world, you know, you're gonna miss it because you still had your friends, your mates, and all your memories growing up were there. And there was so much that you'd have to get used to again, like if you ever moved back to England. I'll tell you a few things I missed though. A decent curry. I make a good curry, I do. But those local Taj Mahals are like... Well, that's all I've got to talk about, everybody. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video to the end. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It's just down there. And there's some more videos hovering around here somewhere you can watch. It's the Cockney Biker. You take care of yourselves, and as always, laters.